Welcome to South Wirral High School. My name is Mr Cloherty and I'm the Deputy Head Teacher. Over the course of this video, hopefully I'm going to show you all the highlights of what you'd see on an authentic on-site school tour. You'll also meet key members of staff and find out a bit more about what the school offers. So first of all, I thought we'd start at the student entrance. So this entrance here when you come into school is where all students arrive in the morning. School day starts at 8:45 AM and that's when you go into your first lesson. So what we recommend is that you arrive at the latest by 8:40 AM so that you're prepped and ready to get into your lessons to start the day. So for parents and carers, this is the reception that you might come into. This is in case you need to drop something off for your child in the day, if they've forgotten a PE kit or they need some money. It might be if you've got an appointment to see a member of staff, or if you need to pick up your child for an appointment to go out to school as well. So this is the main reception that you'll come into on any school day. I'm now going to introduce you to Claire and Laura, who are key members of the South Wirral team. They're student welfare officers and also part of our safeguarding team. So, here we have Laura.
Hi, are you okay?
And Claire.
Hi, you okay?
So Claire, can you tell us a little bit about what your role is here at the school?
Yeah, so at South Wirral High School we are student welfare and safeguarding officers, which means that we are here to try and make sure that all of your day is as happy as it can be, any barriers to your learning are broken down and you're as safe as can be outside and inside school. We work with lots of outside agencies and obviously this is a safe room for all our students to be open and honest and just be themselves.
So we're now the other side of the student entrance and we're here in the main entrance area for students. So when you come in here, there's some information for students. Number one, we have our house board. We have 4 houses here at South Wirral High School: Laird, Mayor, Stanley and Wilson. And when students come in year 7, they'll become part of one of those teams. You'll see we like to promote healthy competition. So on this board here, we look at students as a whole group on attendance, punctuality, the registration quiz which we run, and also our LORIC pledges which we'll speak more about later on in the video. We have a house points overall. Now these are the points that students get if they get a positive behaviour point as well in lessons, and we add all this information up and we rank the houses on how well they're doing. Now let's walk round to student services. This is an important area for students because this is one of the main areas students will come to if they have any day queries, questions, concerns, worries they might have. Let me introduce you then to Mrs Dennis. Now she is one of our assistant house progress leaders. Good morning, Miss.
Good morning. How can I help you this morning, Mr Cloherty?
Well, I would like you to tell me a little bit about what an AHPL or assistant house progress leader does.
We do lots of things in student services, so this is where you come if you need anything throughout the day. It could be you've forgotten your tie, a piece of uniform, it could be that you need some stationery, or it could be that you need someone to talk to if there's an issue. We all have our roles to play in here. There's 4 of us. There's myself, Mrs Molyneux, Miss Ainscoe and Mr Sims, and we're all here to help you throughout the day with whatever you need.
These are 4 of the most important people in the school and they'll be people that you'll get to know a lot of during your time here. As we walk around the school on the tour, you'll notice on corridors lots of lockers. Every student here at South Wirral High School, if they want to, can purchase a locker for their time from year 7 to year 11. It's great to have to hand. It means that if you need a PE kit storing in there, if you've got books or folders you want to keep, or general stationery you don't want to carry around with you, you've got a locker on hand to store all your items that you need during the school day. Okay, and now we're going to see Miss Lunt, who's the head of faculty for performance. Hi Miss, how are you doing?
So I'm good, are you alright?
Right, yeah, good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, well, thank you.
Right, well, thought first of all I'd let you introduce yourself and what you do.
Okay, hi, my name's Miss Lund. I'm head of performance faculty, which means I line manage the subjects of art, dance, drama, music, photography and PE.
Brilliant. So, and your specialism is art, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm an art teacher here at South Wirral.
So what, so students coming into year 7 next year, what would they start off with in terms of the curriculum?
Well, the first thing that we do is we always do a still life drawing, and then every year they're going to study 3 really exciting schemes of work. In year 7, for example, they're going to study cubism, how to draw figures, and all the work of a contemporary artist, and that means those artists who are alive, living and breathing today.
Brilliant. And now extracurricular activities are a big part of performance, aren't they?
Oh, it's the best thing about performance faculty. What we've got going on are the best extracurricular in the building. In art, what you'll be doing is you're going to be supporting creating all the props and all the sets for our musical at the end of the summer. In dance and in drama, big showcases throughout Christmas and throughout the summer as well. We have an amazing musical coming up, but I can't tell you what it is just yet. In photography, we run photography club once a week, and then in PE, God, I could talk forever about the endless amount of PE sports activities we've got, but the best highlight of the year is our Festival of Sports in the summer.
Brilliant. So what we try and make sure that happens here at South Wirral is that every student they come in, they sign up for at least one extracurricular activity as well. That's part of our curriculum, and we think it kind of really improves everyone's time at school. So here we are in the digital photography classroom as well. Now, we do a lot of specialist subjects, don't we, at South Wirral, and this is a subject which you don't do straight away in year 7. But it happens a little later in our time at the school. Yeah,
you can choose to do photography at either GCSE or later on at A level, but what we do offer here at South Wirral is a GCSE taster course, which is at year 9, which is a really exciting opportunity as a year 9 student to learn all about the basic skills of photography, and as you can see, all the basic skills on Photoshop as well. So if you wanted to take that course at GCSE, you've got all the relevant skills and attributes to do really well and succeed.
Great. Right, and welcome to the third of our classrooms, and here we have Miss Palumbo, one of our new teachers here at South Wirral.
Hi.
Hi there. Tell us a little bit, how's your time been since you started? Because you're a new member of staff to the school.
Brilliant. I really feel like I've settled quite quickly. The staff are so helpful, the students are brilliant. We're just developing all our art and it's going well.
Next on our journey around the school, I'm going to introduce you to our Assistant Faculty Progress Leader, Mr Ramsbottom, in the Humanities faculty, who's also our languages specialist. Bonjour.
Bonjour Mr Cloherty. My name is Mr Ramsbottom. I'm the Assistant Faculty Progress Leader for Humanities and Languages. My role at South Wirral is to support teachers and students with the learning of MFL. At school we deliver French lessons to year 7s and usually by the time you reach us in September you've already met Mr Hughes, my colleague, who works with you at summer school. In year 7 we work on a really good scheme of work that introduces to you how to speak really simple French. We work from the outset on increasing your confidence in speaking and also your writing skills as well. By the end of year 7 you'll be able to introduce yourself, you'll be able to describe your family and your interest as well as your school as well. So there's lots of great things at South Wirral you can get involved with as well, beyond just the classroom experience. We also have some great extracurricular clubs, and as you move through the school, we hope you are a really great member of our school community.
I'm now going to introduce you to Mrs Robinson, who's one of our 4 House Progress Leaders who works alongside the Assistant House Progress Leaders here at South Wirral High School. Good morning, Miss.
Morning, you okay?
Yeah, so can you tell us a little bit about what the role of the House Progress Leader is?
I can, yeah. I would say that the House Progress Lead at South Wirral is there to support all families and students. That could be in times of personal need, it could be if they're struggling in some subjects, it can be liaising between faculties, if there's an issue there. Really, it's caring for the student as if we were their parents, looking out for them, finding out any issues and just being there to support.
We're now in the performance area of the school, and in particular we're looking at PE. Now this is one of 2 sports halls we have here at South Wirral High School, which is quite rare for secondary schools. They usually have 1 sports hall, so it makes a big difference in terms of what we can offer. I'm going to introduce you now to Mr Bell, who's one of our key PE teachers, and he's also in charge of extracurricular activities here at South Wirral High School. Hi Mr Bell.
Hi, welcome to PE.
Brilliant. So in year 7 then, what type of kind of sports and activities do students get to experience?
Yeah, we've got our year 7s just on at the moment, so football and rugby are big at the moment in their lessons. They'll also get to experience fitness. We've got a lot of new fitness equipment, and they'll do some badminton at this time of year as well. Throughout the year they'll do all kinds of sports, so we've got table tennis, trampolining, we have tennis, plenty for everyone to choose.
Brilliant. Now you're also in charge of extracurricular, which is outstanding here at South Wirral High School.
Yeah, really good programme.
There's a huge amount on offer, isn't there?
Yeah, the performance faculty really do prop it up. All faculties are fantastic with extracurricular, but down in performance we've got tons going on. We've got lots of staff from all over the building that help us as well. So football clubs, we've got rugby club, basketball, they're all really popular. We also have fitness clubs and table tennis clubs, and then trampolining just after Christmas as well. Brilliant. So there's something for everyone. We've got our extracurricular fair coming up at the end of this week, where we'll encourage students to participate in any extracurricular across the building, and year 7s in particular to go and try a club for the first time.
So for all students, we can guarantee there will be something for everyone. If a student comes to school and they want to do something which isn't on offer, we're always willing to hear the feedback from students and see if we can put that on for you. Right, welcome to English. All this corridor from here all the way down are all English classes. We're going to pop inside now to Mrs Hodgson Evans, who's going to tell us all about English. Hi Miss.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. So let me introduce, this is Mrs Hodgson Evans. She's our faculty progress leader for English, and also our associate assistant head teacher in charge of literacy across the school as well. So first of all, Miss, tell us everything we need to know about life in Year 7 English.
Life in Year 7 English is fantastic. It's really exciting. So when you start, you will have received a book over the summer for your transition, and you'll do a couple of lessons where we're looking at that book together. It's a fantastic project. This year it was The Boy at the Back of the Class. Who knows what we'll choose for next year? But it's a fantastic read, and you get to do loads of activities over the summer to get you ready for Year 7. And then once we've gone through all of that and we've picked our new book, so we not only give you a book over the summer, we give you a book when you start. It comes around about Christmas. It's called Book Buzz, and you get to choose from around about 10 books, and that's for you to keep forever. We get you into Myths and Legends, and with Myths and Legends we're looking at lots of different tales from across the world, and we are using them to get your creative writing skills up to spec. So we really challenge you with your sentence construction, we challenge you with your imagery, and we spend a whole term creating the most wonderful pieces of writing. You should see what some of the Year 7s are doing now. It's fantastic. I would not like to be in any of the labyrinths that some of those Year 7s have created this term. And then we go sweeping towards Christmas by looking at The Ruby and the Smoke. And The Ruby and the Smoke is a Philip Pullman novel that is going to take us into the dark depths of Victorian London as we go on this fantastic adventure looking for the mysterious Ruby and the Smoke. And then all the way through Year 7, you'll get opportunities to debate, to look at Shakespeare plays, to create your very own civilization, which will be fantastic. It's a really exciting year, and I get really excited when I get to teach Year 7 when they come to our wonderful school.
Brilliant. Now you have a personal connection as well as a professional connection to the school. Because actually your son actually comes to school at the moment, doesn't he?
Yeah, my son is currently in Year 8, and he has had the most amazing experience in Year 7. Even with lockdowns, he still had that high challenge, and I was really happy with how he was, that level of teaching carried on all the way through lockdown. And he's now in Year 8, thriving in Year 8. And as a parent, I'm really emphatic about the school. I'm so excited with what the school has done to my son. He came in Year 7 as a student who had loads of gaps in his learning because of the lockdown in year 6. He was somebody who felt really didn't feel confident with his work. He was nervous about coming in, which is absolutely normal. First week of being in year 7, he had made tons of friends. He was excited about school. I didn't have to drag him out of bed. It was wonderful. It was really warming to see this my child who had been so negative about school suddenly become so positive about school. And then by the Christmas, when we were getting his reports through, his gaps had been closed. He had caught up on so much missed learning, and he was meeting all of his targets. And that is down to the wonderful staff at this school. So as a mum, not as a teacher, but as a mum, I can't express how grateful I am to everybody here for what they've done for my son. And my daughter will be coming here as well when she reaches school age. Yeah.
Great. Final question from me as well. Once we go, it feels like a long way away, but we're coming in year 7, but when students get to 6th form, so they take GCSE language and literature, but when you get to 6th form, there's even more opportunity, isn't there, in terms of what they can study within the English faculty?
Oh, absolutely. Phil, 6th form has become such a wealth of choices. If you have a student who needs a little bit more nurturing when they go into 6th form, we've got some level 2 film studies that they can do, and that would go alongside any maybe resits that they need to do when they come in, and that's wonderful for those students who just need a extra little bit of time to take that step up to level 3. So with A level, we have a fantastic course which looks at Gothic conventions, and that links all the way back to things they would have done in year 8 and in year 9, which is really exciting that they can build on that learning. And it's a very challenging course, and it's really set our students well for going off into universities. We also have film studies, which is highly successful. That is taken, that's getting really big classes at the moment. So we've got huge classes who are currently studying German Expressionism. They're looking at how films are made, and they're going off and making their own films. And we are going to have our own Oscar ceremony at the end of each course, because the films that the students are making are phenomenal. They are absolutely wonderful. And what we're looking at expanding even further for next year is we're looking at A-level English language, which is an exciting course. We have a linguist within the faculty who studied at Queen's in Belfast, so we're going to be using her expertise, and we're going to be looking at how language has developed as well. So very exciting times for 6th form as well.
And we're really proud, aren't we, of our alumni, students who've left. So this year alone, we've got, am I right in saying, 2 students from last year's English literature course who've gone on to study English literature at university. Which
is really exciting. So we've got 2 that have gone off to do English literature, one of whom is going to go into teaching as well. So that will be exciting to see, hopefully to see him come back and do his teaching practice with us. And the other student is going to be going off into journalism after he's done his English literature. So it's very exciting that we've got so many students who are just taking their love of English and flying with it.
We're now in the science area of the school, so we're going to pop inside and meet Dr. Darlington, who's going to tell us about science on the curriculum. Hi, Dr. Darlington, how are you?
I'm alright, thank you, how are you?
Good, well, thank you. So, really, we've got a quick conversation with you about life at South Wirral High School for a year 7 in science.
Okay, so our curriculum is set up based on questions, because science is all about asking questions. So all of our units have got question titles, such as why am I not a plant? And all of our lessons have got question titles, and the aim is that students will answer those questions as they go through. That will help them be really curious about the world and about themselves and how they fit into it. We try and do as much practical work as we can to give students the opportunities to use microscopes, to carry out chromatography, to do experiments to separate salt and sand so they can get pure drinking water.
Amazing, sounds really good.
It's good fun.
As students go through school as well, they get opportunities only at GCSE to take separate sciences as well as a combined option, is that right?
Yep, that's right. So we offer both the combined and the separate science. They do mostly the same content, but it's separate sciences. They get 3 separate GCSEs in each of biology, chemistry and physics, and they have some additional content to study. So for example, in physics they study space, in biology they'll study about the brain, in chemistry they do a bit more of the quantitative chemistry. So the combined is 2 GCSEs, the triple is 3 GCSEs, but we offer it to all students. We don't say you have to have certain grades to do the triple, we just want students that are interested.
And then linked to GCSE as well as the opportunity for psychology.
Yes, psychology is growing in popularity every year. So we've got almost 60 students studying it this year, really popular course.
Brilliant. And then, although it seems like a long way away, when we get to sixth form, the opportunity to do science or science-related subjects is really high, isn't it?
Yes, and we increase our offer even more, so we can carry on with biology, chemistry, physics, psychology, but then we also offer a BTEC in applied science, which covers all 3 of those in one course, and in engineering, which links the DT work that they do with their science and their maths.
Great. So as you can see, a huge amount on offer in science at South Wirral High School. Right, next on the tour, we're here at drama. We're going to meet Miss Gordon, and she's going to tell us more about drama and what's on offer. Let's go in. Hi Miss, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Right, good, thank you. So, tell us everything we need to know about drama at the school.
Okay, there probably isn't enough time, okay? But this is what happens at South Wirral High School. We are equipped with the most amazing drama studio. It is fully equipped with lighting, sound desks. We've even got a little mini computer hub in the corner. We have a costume and props cupboard. And this is our amazing retractable seating. This can hold around about 90 audience members for when we hold and host shows in this room. Now, drama at South Wirral High School is a really important part of our curriculum. So we study drama from year 7 through to 13. We have a number of trips available throughout the whole of South Wirral school life, including residentials, theatre trips and whatnot. So we have loads on offer there. We also have extracurricular clubs, and we have lots on offer for all year groups. So there is a year 7 and 8 drama club. There is also a National Connections Theatre competition, which we are involved with this year. And our partnership theatre is the Crewe Lyceum Theatre, so our students get to perform there this year as well, which is an amazing opportunity. We also have our South Wirral High School Shakespeare players who are currently in rehearsal at the minute in preparation for their Much Ado About Nothing Shakespeare play in November. In addition to that, over the next couple of weeks, we have our whole school musical, which is getting launched. So keep an eye out, it's still top secret. So listen out for social media, and we will get information to primary schools when our whole school musical is going to be happening next year. So I think I've pretty much covered as much as I can in the time that we have, sir.
Perfect, amazing. So as you can see, a huge amount on offer in drama and in performance here at South Wirral High School. So we're now in the Learning Hub here at South Wirral High School, and this is one of the areas where there's an SEN focus. I'm now going to introduce you to Miss Fidel, who's our Assistant Senko. Okay, hi Miss, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about this space and what happens here?
Yeah, so this is our Learning Hub. We use this space for our SEN students who have additional needs, might need a little bit of extra support. It's also used at lunch times for our nurturing club, so students that get a bit worried or a bit anxious about being out in the wider area at lunchtime can come in here and access some additional support as well.
And then we offer an enhanced transition process, don't we, for some SEN students who need it, coming from year 6 into year 7?
Yeah, absolutely. So primary schools will identify students that they feel need additional support on that transition across. We then put on tours, and we'll go out and meet students in their primary, bring them here as part of our enhanced transition plan, like I said.
So here we are in the Humanities faculty, and in particular in the history area of the school. Now we're going to meet with Mr Blackburn, who's our faculty progress leader for Humanities, who's going to tell you all about the subjects on offer. Let's go. Hi Hi, Mr. Blackburn.
Hello, are you okay?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good.
Great. So, can you tell us a little bit about what life is like in humanities, and also, as faculty leader, what subjects are in humanities?
Okay, well, in humanities, you have history, geography, faith and philosophy, and languages as well, part of that. And if you start in year 7 in South Wirral, in history, you'll start by studying the murder mystery of the Tolland man, and then into the Norman conquest of England, one of the biggest turning points in English history. In geography, in year 7, when you start out, you'd study North Korea, and you'd find out the differences between North Korea and our country as well, before moving on to rocks and soils and all those exciting things for geography. For faith and philosophy, we look at how the universe is created, and we look at that, of course, from a point of view of a faith perspective, but also from a more scientific perspective as well, looking at the philosophy behind it. In life studies, which is also part of humanities faculty, you study kind of British values and what makes us who we are as a country. And in terms of languages, you've already heard from Mr Ramsbottom, who is the progress leader for languages.
Great. So, as students go through the school, do they get opportunities for extracurricular activities in humanities?
Yeah, in particular in humanities. In geography, we've got an eco club where geographers are looking at making things more environmentally friendly and more sustainable in school with different projects there. In terms of life studies as well, we've got the debate club where they debate some of the biggest issues that they want to discuss and debate and come up with answers which have had real impact in how the school has developed and done things. So a little bit of student voice being worked into the school through that club.
And finally, trips and visits. Humanities is a real hotbed of opportunity for trips and visits. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, so quite recently a number of students have gone to Blencathra, where they've done field study work and looked at what geographers actually do in the field, be that with soil samples or looking at movements of people and such. And in history, there's been trips in the past when you get older, not in year 7, but for our GCSE students, we've gone to battlefields trips to see areas of the First World War and where things have happened there.
Welcome to the Canteen here at South Wirral High School, my favourite place. There are 3 opportunities for students to access food and drinks during the day. They can access it before school from 8:30 if they want to come have their breakfast here on site. They access it at 10:45 till 11 AM, and that's break time, or they can access it either at 12 till 12:30 or 12:30 till 1 PM, depending on when their lunch is. Now, we have a wide range of food for students as well, for all tastes. We also ensure that we cater for all dietary requirements as well, so please do let us know when you're transitioning from year 6 into year 7 whether you have any special dietary requirements. It's important that we give kind of a healthy diet to students as well. For any school worth its salt, also make sure it has Fish and Chip Friday, and we do that. We are a cashless canteen, which means that we don't have students passing money directly across to our canteen staff. Instead, there are a number of ways in which students can pay. Either students can come here and put money onto the system. They'll have a card in which they swipe, put their money in as well, and they pay via their card. Or parents can either put money online onto the card as well, which means it's completely cashless for students. Okay, we're now outside Mrs Griffiths' room. She's our faculty progress leader for technology, which includes a lot of subjects. So what we'll do, we'll pop inside, we'll have a chat with her and learn more about the technology faculty. Hi Miss, how are you?
Hello sir, I'm very well, thank you. Yourself?
Good, good. Yes, well, first question from me is, tell me all that year 7 students need to know about life in technology.
Okay, so when you come into our technology faculty, you will have a discrete lesson of food technology, design technology and computing every week. So you just get one lesson each week and you will do some really exciting things. You will start cooking some lovely savoury dishes. You will use different materials in design technology, and you will learn how to stay safe on the internet and how to collaborate and communicate with people in computing.
Now I'm right in saying that there's a huge amount of opportunity for extracurricular activities, isn't there, in technology?
Oh, absolutely. We have a really popular cookery club, and that's on every week, and we go through a cycle, so you'll be able to come and cook some of your favourite dishes there. We have a robotics and a coding club for computing, and we also have a design club for DT as well, where you can go and enter competitions and design your own product.
So we're now on the maths corridor. I'm going to introduce you to Mr Russell, who's one of our maths teachers. Hi Mr Russell, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. So, can you tell us a little bit about what life will be like for students in Year 7 in the maths faculty?
So when we come into Year 7, we try and make maths as exciting as it can be. So over the 2 weeks, you'll have 7 lessons, so you'll really get to know your maths teacher. We'll starting to look at algebra. We'll look at sequences, so pattern between numbers. We'll look at fractions, everything like that. One of the most important things is our times tables. So when we come in, we love to do times table rock stars. So we want to do as many times tables as we can, as quickly as we can as well. We like to try and make it a competition, so we're going to have prizes. We've got times table rock stars clubs, compete against your friends, even compete against the teachers, and it's really good.
And I'm right in saying, as I said, it's not in terms of extracurricular as well. The maths team and the maths teachers are a full part of the school as well. So you coach some of our football teams here, don't you, at the school?
Yeah, so I've taught Year 7 in the past for football. I've got Year 9, I've got 6th form. It's not just football as well. Miss Wandell, who's another one of our brilliant maths teachers, runs an artful maths club, so it looks at everything to do with shapes and brings in maths as well, creating that. So that's really exciting.
Thanks, sir. So, that's the end of our tour today here at South Wirral High School. We hope it's been useful and informative for you as prospective students. So the next step will be, you put your application here for South Wirral High School, and in March 2022, you'll find out if you've got a place here. If you do, we can't wait to welcome you. And there's a number of ways in which we'll do that. Before the summer holidays, you'll come for a transition day and a transition evening where you'll get to meet teachers and fellow students coming to this school. Then over the summer we have a transition week which you'll be invited to. A real fun week with lots of activities where you get to meet lots of students who are starting in Year 7 as well. Then in September when we start, you'll be part of the only year group here on site for one day. So just Year 7 on site, where you get to meet the whole team, look around the school and ensure that you're comfy and happy. If you've got any questions at all, feel free to give us a call here at the school or via our school office email before then, and we'll be happy to chat with you at any point. Have a great day.